The array formula topic is one of the most advanced areas in Excel that you can train and train all over again, and it might be quite useful in some cases, and it is good to know that array formula exists, and then later we will also discuss some practical applications of the array formulas. And it is now a good time to discover them, because the sum product that we've seen already is a very similar thing to the way array formulas work. So at the beginning they perform the first level calculation, and on top of it they perform the second level calculation. So if we would like to calculate the margin, we can create the sum formula, and then we can multiply the first column by the second column, and the calculation that will happen inside will first do the row calculation for each of the transactions, and then at the end it will sum the results. But to enforce this kind of behavior, you have two choices. If you are in Excel 365, like I am now, you just hit enter and it's all done, because the new Excel 365 has some improved array formulas functioning. But if you are in the previous version of Excel, probably you need to hit the combination of Ctrl, Shift and Enter, and you will see the curly brackets that mean the array formula. In the next examples, we will learn also how to insert arrays without relating to cells. And for example, an array going from top to bottom might be inserted in the curly brackets only, and when in Excel 365 you hit enter, the array will be applied, or as they call it in Excel, it will spill all over the cells. But if you are in Excel before 365, you need to select the cells where you would like to place the array, insert the array formula, and then hit Ctrl, Shift and Enter to apply the formula. This is the old way compared to the Excel 365 way. When instead of semicolon, or maybe on your computer comma, to separate the arguments in the curly brackets, we will use the backslash. You can see that the array formula can spill from left to right. This is the vertical array that we can create, and if you are in the older version of Excel, you will probably need to select all of the cells and use the combination of Ctrl, Shift and Enter keys. Now when we know that, we can apply the array that consists both of rows and columns, and in Excel 365 you can just hit enter and it will spill over. In Excel, the older version, if you don't select cells, you will apply the array formula only in a single cell, but if you select more cells and apply the formula and end it with Ctrl, Shift and Enter, you can create exactly the same. When in practice will you need to use these array formulas? Probably when you imagine that you will perform a lot of calculations, but at the end result would be just a single cell. This is the scenario for the array formula, where for example you can have the maximum and count it on the array. Then this is like the real life scenario where the array formulas will be applied, and except for the standard formulas that like end up in one cell, you can find in Excel many formulas that can spill over, for example the transpose formula, but there are many new Excel 365 formulas that allow you to do exactly the same, and we will talk about them later in this course. So for example, if we would like to take rows from 1 to 10 and transpose just the row numbers in here, in Excel 365 I can hit enter and I get the numbers from 1 to 10. And if this would be Excel earlier than 365, you need to select the whole range and do exactly the same using Ctrl and Shift combination.